Well, hey, folks, we got a rain, and we're all celebrating here, whether it's outdated when you hear this portion of the podcast or whatever. But, man, we want to thank you for showing up to listen to the bottom line today, and we just want to thank the Lord for the rain, and we all can take some water. It's interesting, speaking of water, I discovered something this past week that I've missed in John chapter 4 when Jesus told the disciples that he needed to go to Samaria, which was a no-no for most of the Jews. They didn't like him. He encountered a very taboo situation in that culture. He encountered a woman in the middle of the day at a really, it was hot, so dry. Jesus was thirsty. That was part of his humanity. He met this lady and they engaged in a conversation, which she thought was kind of weird because Jews are not supposed to be talking to Samaritan women, especially if they weren't family. And anyhow, Jesus began to share a little bit. They talked about religion, and then he got over into her business. And he said, "Hey, go get your husband." And she said, "Well, I don't have a husband." Jesus said, "You know what? That's technically true, but you've had 5, and the dude you're shacked up with right now, he ain't your husband." And of course, her response was, "Oh, I guess I'm talking to a prophet." Anyhow, Jesus went on and talked about living water, and there was some symbolism, and anyhow, it really got her attention. We don't have the whole conversation, but here's what happens. When she goes back into town, something has already happened as a result of their conversation, because she goes back into town and tells all of her the people in that community who she had just met. But you know what is amazing to me that I've missed for many years? She testified, "He told me everything I ever did." I'd always thought that there may have been some guilt and shame that she was talking about in regards to her husband, and it could be, but everything is more than just her relationship status. And so I am thinking that Jesus talked to a very messy woman about a very messy life. And from her testimony, many people came to faith. Jesus changed her life, and he knew all about her. I get so tickled. Sometimes we think we can hide who we are. We think we can hide our shame. We think we can just continue to push through the guilt of maybe some bad choices and even some mistakes in our life. But the bottom line is Jesus knows everything we've ever done, and he don't shun away from us. If you've not come to faith, if you've not invited Jesus to forgive you of your mess, bottom line is, do it today.